In a world where everyone and their brother has a podcast, one stands alone. It's been called one of the podcasts of all time. Welcome to Internet Killed the Video Store.
I thought it was going to be easy to take a break in January, but then I forgot, the Grammys and the Oscars and the Golden Globes and the Super Bowl being the most watched television program in history. The Rock rejoining WWE to headline WrestleMania 40, but now he's not, but nobody really knows if it was planned or not. All kinds of shit went down. Larry David clotheslined Elmo.
Whoa.
He did?
There's plenty of stuff. You guys didn't see that?
No.
On what show?
The Today Show. Elmo was there. Apparently, Elmo's dad is also a character on Sesame Street now, and Larry David just came out during the Elmo segment and slapped him. It was like somebody had to do it, and then just walked off.
What?
Yeah.
Was Larry David invited?
I don't know if he was supposed to be there. I'd heard conflicting things, like he wasn't even supposed to be there that day, but then he hung around later for a segment, so I feel like it wasn't a total surprise. I don't know. It was strange. I feel like Larry David's in this unique place where everybody just accepts that he's an asshole, so he can get away with asshole things, but even that, slapping a child icon on live TV is a little much.
That's pretty intense.
Elmo took it in stride, though.
What'd he do?
He's talked about how people, need to work out their feelings and talk about things. He took it like a champ. It looked like he was trying to angle to rip the puppet off the dude's hand, and he just couldn't get it, so he just slapped it and walked away.
Wow.
It was wild.
Dang. Well, good for Elmo. Way to be the bigger man.
People
Yeah.
are raging at
Way to
him.
take the high road.
It was even worse because they kind of forced an apology out of Larry later, and you could tell he just didn't want to say anything, and then finally was all right, I'm sorry, let's just move on. It's dude, what is going on?
Wow.
Have you watched any of the new season of Curb?
I have not.
Yeah.
No, I have not. Have you?
I haven't. Again, I'm trying to wait for the whole season to be out just because that's my weird kink, but I went back and rewatched some of the first season of Curb just because it's been so long. And yeah, I was surprised how little it holds up. I loved it when it first came out, and rewatching those first episodes, I maybe laughed twice in the first 5 episodes.
Why doesn't it hold
So
up?
it just wasn't funny, or?
Yeah, I don't know if it was just because I knew where the situations were going to end. So, the fact that it was prolonged and extra excruciating with all the cringe factors, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was strange. I mean, maybe it gets better as it goes, but yeah, early season, I was surprised how little I liked it.
I mean, I've been thinking about that more lately because I was rewatching kind of a similar scenario. So I've been watching the new True Detective.
Oh, yeah?
But that's coming out week to week. And so I was like, man, I'm really digging this. I'm going to go back and watch season 1.
Oh, don't
I
tell
got
me
time.
this.
No, it lives up. He's lying.
That's what I'm trying to say is I think it's more probably a problem with me going back and expecting, I don't know what I'm expecting, but it's not going to be as good as it was the first time.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that I need to consider more when I'm going back and watching stuff. Cause yeah, that was my reaction a little bit was well, that wasn't as good this time around, but I really think that could just be because I've already experienced it. I do think it's still really great. It's one of my favorites. And I think that Matthew McConaughey's character is fucking iconic TV character up there with Walter White and I assume Tony Soprano and
100%.
I don't know who else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such an insanely good performance. So it was fun to go back and see that.
Are you liking season 4?
Yeah, I am liking season 4. I think it's I don't know, the Nick Pizzolatto thing, who's the creator of the show, talking shit about it. It's I don't think he's really earned that with a really horrible second season.
Yeah.
And I'd say just mixed opinions on season 3. I liked it, but yeah, it's kind of like the George Lucas thing where it's oh, look what I did. And it's well, did you forget that Cary Fukunaga directed your first season for you?
Right.
And that, like I just said, Matthew McConaughey gave this all-time performance, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. I'm a little bummed for the new season that it even has to be related to True Detective, because I feel like so much of the criticism is just because of that. And it wasn't originally a True Detective story. I think the creator's just trying to get it done. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? She probably came to HBO and had this whole thing done, and they were like, you can do it if you make it True Detective. And so that's what she did. Like, that's not her fault, dude. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to look at the positive aspects of it. I know that I've heard that like people are having a lot of fun like ripping on it online, but I don't know. That's like Snyder Bro shit to me. It's Pizzolatto Bros.
Snyder Bro.
They're like, yeah, man. There's like a not much difference in the DNA between the Snyder Bros and the Pizzolatto Bros. But like I said, I'm not totally trying to dog on him, because I thought season 3 was cool, and I'm all for a good comeback, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily going to write someone off because they had a bad season 2. I kind of bothers me how much people do that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But some of the stuff he was saying was just so like blatantly like mean.
Yeah.
I just don't get that.
I don't either. It's really
Yeah.
bitter. Which, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
is
yeah.
the cost of packaging something in somebody else's IP, but that's more of a HBO problem than the people doing the show.
I know. I blame HBO in this situation
Yeah.
a lot because, like I said, I think it may have been like just a cleaner experience for everyone if it had just been called Night Country and
Right.
not True Detective Night Country.
I got confused looking
So.
it up a second ago. I was like, okay, where the fuck is it? It's gotta be
Jodie
here somewhere.
Foster. Yep.
Jodie Foster, dude.
That's
and
great.
her sidekick, Callie Race. I don't know how to say her last name, but
Gotcha.
I think this is her first role. She was a boxer.
Wow.
Oh,
And she's bringing some awesome like intensity to the role, but she also, I think, has proven that she's a pretty dynamic actor already, which is really cool.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, that's tight. I've been dying to talk about The Curse, but then I realized I don't know how to talk about The Curse without spoiling it because only 12 people have seen it, and Max and I are 2 of them. But it's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I watched it a second time. It's so fucking good.
What?
I had
That's
my
hilarious.
Paramount Plus trial, and I was like, what else do I want to watch? Fuck it. I want to watch The Curse again. This is so fucking good.
that good?
The
Seriously?
soundtrack, everything. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Everything.
Yeah.
Best show of the year. It was delayed for me.
What?
It overtakes Succession for me anyways.
What?
So I pretty much didn't know your opinion on it until we got to the finale,
Yeah.
which obviously changes things.
Yeah.
How much did the finale like impact your ranking? Like, would it still be number 1 if it had gone a more traditional route at the end? I know that's kind of hard to imagine or like grade it on, but
Yeah, I think in terms of our tiers, I think it went from a Tony Romo to a disgusting brother with the finale. Like, it was
is
good,
that good to best?
but it
Okay.
went all time. Yeah. The ending just blew me away, man. I was floored. Then, like, I was binging through because I was catching up with like the last few episodes, and like I got to the last episode at like 2-3 in the morning, and it starts off
Yeah.
so fucking weird, and I'm just like, okay, where the fuck is this going? Which you're already saying the entire thing, but then it opens with a Rachel Ray interview.
For like 20 minutes. At least it feels like it. It's so
And
long
I'm
and,
like,
uncomfortable.
Is Dougie even gonna come back? What's going on? And then
right.
just the most unexpected ending you could imagine falls in your lap, and it's incredible. I loved it.
And it felt like it was very jarring, but still, I don't know, somehow fitting to me. Like, I don't know. I know not everyone felt that way,
Yeah.
but it somehow didn't feel like the most insane way that the show could end.
No, and I think it's a perfect way to end the show because, like, they spend so much time mocking people who want to tell you how to think and what to think, and to end it that way where they're not spoon feeding you anything and just leaving it open to interpretation, like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That's a good way to put it. I like that a lot. Yeah. No, it had, I think, gotten to a point for me where maybe I did need it to be something a bit different at the end, because as much as I had enjoyed the first 8 or 9 episodes, whatever it was, it did seem like we'd kind of run our course with
Yeah.
like some of those concepts, you know, of like out of touch like attempt at wokeism or whatever it is that
Right.
these people are doing, like the
White guilt,
Just
savior complex.
white guilt, virtue signaling, yeah.
Yeah.
all that shit, you know. So yeah, it was, I think, kind of a relief to me that it went in a new direction as opposed to like a traditional wrap up. I still think it would have been in the best category for me regardless.
Yeah.
I don't know like how much the finale changed things for me as much as just solidifying the series as like, yep, that was fucking great.
Yeah. There are some people who theorize like this was all just a troll. Like Nate and Benny made this just to fuck with people. So they look for meaning in this and just made an insane ending just to fuck with people.
I think that's a possibility.
Right.
Yeah. Did you watch the interview they did with Chris Nolan?
Yeah. I was going to say, especially considering that and them talking about like random TV moments they love. Like, what was it, Columbo, where they just show him like answering a phone and like they never come back to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
There's a ton of that in the show. Yeah. I was actually, I think I shouldn't have watched that because it demystified the show a little bit for me just
Yeah.
because they were talking so plainly about stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, I could have guessed that's why you did that. But it's so cool to see those three people on stage together.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, and I'm sure, you know, people ask people to moderate that stuff. It's not like Nolan was like, I got to do this talk.
Right.
But he did do it. He did agree to do it, and he seemed to enjoy talking to them. And I mean, there is kind of a through line between those creators, I think, at least at this point. So
Yeah.
that was fun to see.
I think 2023 was the year of the collab between Scaring the Hose and getting Benny and Nathan making the awesome fucking TV show they made together. That was great.
Yeah, good point.
All right, so I wanted to share with you guys, Nielsen released the top 10 stream shows of 2023. Mm-hmm. And not a single one was a new series.
Oh, wow.
But it is, the way they measure it is based on hours streamed because they can't judge by users since you can have 1 million people log in, obviously. So TV shows with a bunch of seasons obviously have a leg up because there's more hours of it to stream.
Right.
But last year, Stranger Things was number 1. This year, we don't have a single new show in the top 10, but I'll give you the top 5. Number 5, we got Coco Melon, which is impressive considering there's only 22 episodes.
Wow. Wow.
Number 4 is Grey's Anatomy, 421 episodes.
Yeah,
What is that?
makes sense.
3, we got NCIS.
Okay. How many episodes?
443 episodes of that one. Number 2, we got Bluey.
Yeah, okay.
And number 1, the most streamed show ever in a single year, breaking The Office's
Suits,
record.
baby!
Yeah, The Suits beat The Office's record in 2020 when we were on lockdown.
That's
No
wild,
way.
dude.
Oh, shit.
More people watched Suits last year than people watched The Office during a fucking
That's
pandemic.
crazy.
57 billion minutes viewed.
I thought they were trying not to put out these
Can't
numbers.
even comprehend.
They put out their biggest ones. They don't put out all the numbers.
Okay.
That's how they skirt it.
87 billion minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I'll figure it out. Hold on.
I don't know. That's a lot of TV.
That's
How long are the episodes, Ben? Are they half hour or hour?
45 to an hour.
45.
Yeah.
So
100
57 billion minutes
Yeah, 141 episodes.
divided by 60. 39 million days
39 million days. What?
worth of streaming. Which means
That
it
doesn't
was
sound
also
Divided amongst how many people? See, like,
108,000
it's just such a weird way to
years.
measure it.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't trust the numbers, obviously. They seem a little funky. So
Wow. So like not like The Bear, Succession,
The
or
Bear,
like none of that?
Succession, nothing. The closest, I think the number 1 news show they said was Ted Lasso, which had its final season. I didn't even recognize some of the other ones on the list. Like, have you guys heard of The Night Agent? That was number 2.
heard of it.
Oh, is that with Tom Hiddleston?
He has a Netflix show? I don't know. The other 4 are Netflix shows. Ginny in Georgia, or Ginny in Georgia. I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
I've seen that with Haley.
Yeah, is that a good one?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all right.
Virgin River is number 4, and Love is Blind is number 5.
Yeah, I love me some Love is Blind.
I saw that for the first time the other day,
Is it not hilarious?
hanging out with some friends. I mean, I don't.
I think it's all. I think it's
know if
fucking
that's, like-
funny.
Is it better than Love to the Third Degree?
Who were you asking? Me? I'm not the reality expert here.
You've seen that one. The Fire Burns On.
Which one?
Love to the Third Degree. It's a joke for the other 10 people.
Oh yeah, that's our joke. Yeah. Oh man, love that song. God, I would love that career of just writing those songs, just the generic, like,
Yeah.
well, someone will use this for something someday.
Just
Getting
have a
paid to
career
do
of
that.
making bad stock music and just
Right.
I can't imagine the dude that like wrote that and then seeing how it's used in The Curse. Like that. In a million years you could never guess that was what it was going to be used for.
Yeah, he's probably just like some normal person,
Right.
And apparently, normal people don't like The Curse. So yeah, that would be really, really strange.
You probably cursed Nate and Benny. I curse you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
right.
start saying that to people.
Do we want to do a 2024 outlook? Top things you're looking forward to? Albums, movies,
Yeah.
TV shows?
I think we should. I think it's a good idea. Then we can kind of pick on each other later in the year when that shit flops.
When it all sucks. It's kind of dumb. I feel like we're so leaning heavy towards movies, but like nobody announces their album more than like a week ahead of time anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
I couldn't find hardly any.
Right. I had a way easier time figuring out what movies are coming out.
Yeah.
But I did try to balance it a little bit. So, yeah. At first it was all movies, and then I kind of changed it up a bit.
All right, so we'll start with Max. Give us your 5.
Okay, I'm going to do all 5.
All right.
So, in no like particular order, you guys heard of Square Pusher?
No.
No.
I'm guessing no. Yeah, it's an electronic artist.
Oh, nice.
It's almost like, what do people call Square Pusher? Dude, electronic music is so confusing, right? You're like, oh, I like this techno song, and someone's like turns to you and they're like, it's house.
It's all just derivative of horse, remember? They all got
Right,
the
yeah.
keyboards from horse.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's where it all started. So yeah, kind of like drum and bass type stuff.
Okay.
But it's like just really fast, frenetic stuff. He's done some kind of more like video game sounds, like incorporates that stuff, chiptune and
Oh, yeah.
other types of video game sounds, which I'm always a fan of. I'm just kind of a sucker for that stuff. I think that'll be fun. Another album that I'm stoked for, I read that Charlie XCX is doing another one.
That was my only music.
No way.
Yeah, I've been seeing her stories post new music, and that's the only reason I know she has something coming.
I'm stoked. I think this next one will probably be tight. Okay, that's it for music.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean like that's the only thing I'm excited for, but it's not far off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Movies. There were a few more that I was like, maybe I'll say that I'm excited for this, but after like reading about what's actually going on, I was like, nope, don't think so. Like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, at first glance, I was kind of stoked. But
Yeah.
then I read that, none of the people that made that series good are involved. So
Yeah.
probably going to suck. It's the Maze Runner guy directing it. I don't think that those accolades are getting me excited.
No.
But Inside Out 2, I thought might be kind of fun. That one I also should have looked up like who's involved in it. But that movie was great. That was like one of the better Pixar things that's happened. So that could be cool. And then obviously like the other movie that I'm really excited for is Dune 2 because it's going to be incredible.
Stole it.
Yeah,
I have.
I have kind of been avoiding the trailers and stuff just because I don't need that shit. Like, I'm already hyped,
I got unreasonably pissed when I saw the trailer during the Super Bowl and it came up that it was PG-13. I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized the first one was PG-13 and I just forgot. So yeah, it doesn't need to be rated R, clearly.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it got the job done on the PG-13, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
My most anticipated thing of next year is a video game called Hollow Knight Silk Song. It's the sequel
nice.
to 2017's Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Which is an indie gem. I don't even know if it's fair to call it that anymore because it's like one of the biggest games. Like everyone loves Hollow Knight. It's fucking great. 2 Aussies, or actually, I can't discredit the composer, so I'll say a team of 3 from Australia made this game. Fucking insane amount of game for that many people. I think I, at this point, have like, well, after my first playthrough, I think I had like 90 hours on the game. And then I came back to it a few years later and put in that many again. So yeah, man. I mean, this one, they've been working on it for a long time, which is usually worrisome, but I think it's going to be outstanding. So I'm just... we thought it was coming this year. It was probably my most anticipated thing of this year.
Yeah.
So it continues to be my most anticipated thing.
Your most anticipated
movies,
2023
games,
is 2024.
music. Yeah. It was probably 2022 as well. Probably ever since I played Hollow Knight, it's been my most anticipated.
And it's kind of a throwback, right? Like it's a platform kind of like run and jump adventure game.
I guess like it's hard for me to really differentiate what's a throwback at this point just because like those genres have persisted, especially in the indie scene.
Yeah.
And so it may have seemed like a throwback like 10, 15 years ago. And now that at this point, it's just more of a mainstay, you know?
Yeah. I guess just compared to like, I don't know, your Red Dead and God of War stuff that usually catches all the attention. This is more traditional.
It's not a AAA 3D action game.
Yeah.
You know? Which is, what a lot of people think of when they think of video games at this point is like your Cyberpunks and Grand Theft Autos and stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah, from that perspective, it's 2D. It's hand-drawn art. It's one person doing all the art. It's one person doing all the programming. One person doing all the music.
That's incredible.
So, yeah, which is how video games used to get made.
Right.
And so it is a throwback in that way. But it's punk as fuck, dude. I love indie games and how people can just be like, fuck you, EA, you shitty piece of dog shit, and the way you treat your employees. We're going to make a game that does better than all of yours with 3 people.
That's tight.
It's so sick. All right, so that's my list.
Okay. Can I reserve a spot, like share a spot, because I don't know if it's actually going to happen?
Yeah, sure.
So in tradition with your most anticipated at 2023, moving over to 2024, I'm going to reserve a spot for Death Grips or Hotelier to release an album because I thought they were going to last year. I'm hoping they're going to this year. We'll see. They're both
That would be sick.
touring after a long time of not doing anything, so I'm hoping that's signs that the gears are moving again.
Yeah. Nice.
That's my music. Done with that.
Okay. On to movies.
Adam Garland's got a new movie, Civil War. Is it Alex or Adam Garland? I think it's Alex.
Alex Garland. Yeah, you said Adam, and I was like, who the fuck is that piece of shit?
Alex Garland, writer of 28 Days
Nice.
Later, Annihilation, Devs, Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Has
yeah.
a crazy political Civil War movie coming out with Kristen Dunst and Jesse Plemons, and I think Nick Offerman's in it. So
You forgot one of his films.
Men, yeah. I'm intentionally trying to forget that one.
Girls.
Yeah. Girls.
With Lena Dunham.
Yeah, the HBO show.
Oh, man, that was great when Alex Garland and Lena Dunham teamed up.
Adam Driver loves sci-fi, doesn't he?
I was just going to say, Adam Driver is the crossover.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so we got Civil War, Bike Riders. Another director I like whose name I'm blanking on.
Jeff Nichols.
Jeff Nichols has not made a movie in a long time. He was supposed to write and direct the Quiet Place prequel that's coming out, but he bailed on that to make this movie with Austin Butler and Tom Hardy. And it was supposed to come out last year. Oh, Michael Shannon's in it too. Boyd Holbrook. Just got a really good cast.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out last year, but Disney got scared because they'd already lost so much money last year that they pushed it to this summer. So I'm excited to see it. It's a good cast. Jeff Nichols makes some good movies.
He made Midnight Special with Michael Shannon.
Yeah,
I really liked that one.
He works with Michael Shannon a lot. Take Shelter
Yeah.
is a really good Michael Shannon movie. 4, I got to say, is Terrifier 3. We're following up old Art the Clown. It's a Christmas theme this time, so I'm very excited to see what happens with that.
So gross.
It's going to be gruesome. I'm very, very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then 5, I'm torn. I can't do another tie because I already did a tie. I think I'm going to go a movie I know nothing about other than the Safdie brothers directed a movie with Adam Sandler for Netflix, following up Uncut Gems with Meg the Stallion. And that's all I need to know. I'm there. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
But Twisters kind of looks dope too.
Twisters. What was the one you just mentioned called?
It doesn't have a name. It's untitled.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know when it's going to come out,
Yeah.
but I watched Uncut Gems after rewatching The Curse, and I'm just in a Safdie brothers thirst trap where I'm ready for more.
Yeah.
They're my dudes right now. All right, Ben, what do you got? Top 5.
Dude, I don't even have 5.
Do you want me to list you some stuff?
Yeah, after I give you my 2.
Okay.
For sure. Definitely Dune. The new Dune.
Okay, Dune.
Hell yeah.
The new Dune was already on there before fucking Max said it.
It's pretty soon.
The new Stranger Things.
I don't know if that's coming
Fuck.
out this year, is it?
Why am I catching strays just for saying that I also like Dune?
I think it is. I just saw they started filming. I thought.
So there's no way it's coming out this year.
What do you mean? Script's already done. They're filming. How long's editing take?
They film
a
like
long
yeah.
time.
Okay, hold on.
and they're filming hour-long episodes again, man. That's gonna be
editing
Whoa.
as if like that's the only thing
Right.
that needs to
Coming
be done.
out. The script's written, Max. Shut up.
2025 on IMDb,
Released in late 2024 or the beginning of 2025 at the earliest.
dude.
I got it right here from Forbes.
They're always pretty optimistic about that shit too, and we just had like the strike and everything.
Yeah.
So, the strikes. So
The writer
that's-
strike.
writer
and the
actor.
actors
And it was-
strike. Like yeah,
No.
that pushed all this. Oh yeah, that didn't.
I don't think that's
No.
real.
Yeah, that's not why people strike or anything.
Yeah, dude.
Just wait till the visual effects artists strike, then they're really gonna be fucked.
Oh, they will be fucked.
Right.
All right, list me off some stuff.
Okay, so next year we got a new season of The Boys, new season of The Bear,
That's on there. Both those are on there.
the Roadhouse remake with Jake Gyllenhaal,
Nope, don't care.
Beverly Hills Cop Legacy sequel,
Don't care.
Godzilla vs Kong 2,
Don't care.
Oh,
Ghostbusters 5,
Definitely
4,
don't care.
dude, no.
Alien 9.
Definitely
How many
don't
aliens
care.
are? Beetlejuice 2.
Care.
Did you say Gladiator 2 yet?
No, I haven't. Joker 2.
That one.
Oh, but you're not gonna
That
say
one.
it even when I suggest it.
No, just good pretend it didn't happen.
Joker 2,
Yeah.
The Bear 3.
The Bear is not coming out this year.
I heard it is.
I'll bet you $50 that it doesn't.
Yeah, Ryan, the writer's
I'll
strike.
take that.
The writer's
right.
strike, idiot.
No, wait. Let's make it interesting.
I'm coming good off that Super Bowl bet with Taylor Swift overs. She was on the screen so many times.
If I'm right and The Bear does not drop in 2024, you have to watch season 2 of Patriot.
The Bear will return for its 3rd season in June. 3 days ago.
What do you think, Ryan? You willing
Well,
to take
I don't
that
have a
bet?
good counter. What am I going to force you to do that you hate?
I don't know.
Edit this show.
Sure.
Give Ben a bunch of fidget spinners while we record.
I'd like that.
Maracas and
No,
That's
fidget
hilarious.
spinners would be good.
It could just be the inverse that I have to watch season 2 of Patriot.
Yeah. let's
how do I know you
do
haven't
that.
already?
Good question.
Have you? You fucking tell me about it.
I don't know.
He's embargoed his Patreon review.
I don't remember everything I watched.
Oh, we forgot about 2 of the best sequels.
What?
Furiosa,
The
Mad Max 5.
Oh, yeah.
Mad Max 5?
Well,
Who's doing that one though?
George Miller.
Is he?
Yep, and Anya
All
Taylor-Joy
right.
is taking over for Charlize Theron. I think there's a Hemsworth attached.
A Hemsworth?
I don't know which one. I don't want to commit to a first name.
Oh, it's Chris.
Is it Chris? Is it the big one?
It's fucking Chris, dude. It's the big boy.
Tom Hardy's not in it, is he?
This is a prequel to Fury Road, telling Furiosa's story.
Oh, we got Nicholas Hoult back in this one.
Oh, is he? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be tight. I'm excited for that. Oh, and did we say Joker? New Joker and new Deadpool. I'm actually excited for that. Yellow costumes got me there. I'm ready for Hugh Jackman to be Wolverine again. It doesn't seem like anybody else is, so it's just sat there.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you're over the Deadpool
I
humor.
think it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be fun if they let him do all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. This is the first Disney Deadpool.
I'm not excited about seeing Hugh Jackman come back.
Why?
And just because, like, I was fine with where they left things with that character. I guess I take that back. It'll be fun to see him, like, in a dumb comedy version of that.
Yeah,
You know?
right. We got the serious Wolverine. Let's see him camp it up.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like seeing Hugh Jackman, period?
Right.
You know?
Apparently you, man.
I feel like you just want to fight me this episode, man.
No.
I don't know what I did.
So nobody
Let's
wants
talk
to
about the new Green Day album.
That's a good
I
lead
like
in.
it. Dude, come on. It's way better than... I'm comparing it to, like, everything
Other
after
Green
American.
Day?
Right. Is your like bar of expectations just don't
Yes.
humiliate me as a fan?
Yes.
Because that's
I think so.
it does that, I guess. It's not embarrassing.
It's not as bad as, like, a lot of the... Like, Father of All was fucking awful.
That was the worst one for sure. But
Like-
this is still like their 9th best record.
No, there's people that disagree with you online.
There
Tons
are.
of them.
Corey from Prince
Tons of 'em.
Daddy.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Dude, there's some pretty good songs in there that I go out of my way to listen to. It hasn't happened for a while.
Corvette Summer.
Yeah.
No.
I can't even say the name of it.
You just went for the fucking jugular.
I don't like that song.
That just sounds like a late Weezer dad rock song.
I like Dilemma a lot.
Yeah, that's all right. That's probably the most tolerable.
Bobby Socks.
Is that the one with the Bada Bing chorus?
No, that's Bada Bang, Bada Boom. That one's fucking funny.
There's so many
don't-
riffs that I'm like, haven't you guys done this? Like, not other people.
They've been
Green
do-
Day,
I know,
you've done
they've,
this
they've
before,
been doing
right?
that for a while, though, dude. They were already doing that in, like, 21st century. They started recycling riffs.
Yeah.
I did kind of clock some recycling of other people's riffs.
Yeah.
I felt on this album.
No way.
There was a
they
song that was
never-
then that was a cover of Monkey Wrench that I heard then. Or-
I mean, American Idiot was stolen from a Pinhead Gunpowder song, so
No, it wasn't. It was stolen from Dillinger 4.
that's what I meant. The Pinhead Gunpowder guy is in Dillinger 4.
That's right.
I mean,
so they've been doing it all along.
Hitchin' a Ride is fucking Stray Cat Strut.
At least those songs had cool things to say. I don't feel like any of the lyrics here really are doing much besides like wasting Billy Joe's oxygen.
He wouldn't. He doesn't think it's a waste. He loves it. I don't know. I was happy with it, but again, I think Ryan's right. I think my bar set's so fucking low that I couldn't. It would have been hard to disappoint me, I guess.
Did you personally like this one better than the Blink 182 comeback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, I didn't like one more. I don't like One More Time at all.
Did you listen to the full record?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did. I didn't. I mean the song One More Time. Sorry.
I remember you didn't
There's
like
good
the
songs.
song. That's
You
why I was
liked the
asking.
album.
No, Terrified's a good song. Turn This Off is cool. It's like short and sweet, but there's a lot of shit that I just.
It's okay.
So this album isn't like that one in that you're basically picking a few songs off the Blink album, which I think is kind of revisionist history, to be honest. But like you're saying like mostly solid on this Green Day album. You like most of it?
Yeah, but there's songs that I don't like too.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
The American Dream is killing
There's
me.
some
It's
stuff
fucking
I like.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's
It's
that one's
awful.
bad. I like the Taco Bell song.
I do too, man. The Taco Bell
I like
song
the-
is good.
Yeah.
I like the sober song actually, even though it felt more like I don't know, like Weezer or something.
I think I've never heard Billy Joe do a butt rock yeah before, and he does it in that song. I was
He goes,
sober, and
you're all
drunk again. Yeah.
I guess he always does the haze. I was like, what do you mean? He does yeah all
Yeah.
the time. No,
It's
he
like,
does haze.
"Yeah." And I'm like, oh, he kind of kills it at that. Same with Bobby Sox when he's screaming, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" over and over. He's like screaming, and like I digged it.
Yeah.
I digged him. His vocals on that,
I
man.
digged him.
He doesn't. I don't ever hear him like that. And I thought it was fucking cool.
That was
Maybe that's part of it
Nice.
too.
significantly better than the falsettos on Father
Yes,
of All.
I'd rather him scream like that than those
Yeah.
stupid ass falsettos for sure.
All right. Well, did you listen to the new Alkaline Trio?
Yes, I did. I haven't got all the way through it, but I mean, just like I said, the first song,
Hot for Preacher?
"Hot for Preacher," just the title's good. I mean,
I would argue otherwise, but I was really excited to listen to it, and then I saw the track list, and I was like, "Oh no, it's gonna be
I
bad."
thought it was gonna be like Crimson Gothic Trio.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
this is Glory Days Trio for me, man. I really
Glory
liked it.
Days. I
Yeah.
think it's a mix of Glory
There's
Days and
some-
Crimson.
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of Crimson on here.
Yeah, I thought it was good. There was one song where I was like, "Oh, he's doing the Hot Topic spooky stuff," but most of it I felt like was pretty upbeat, fast, goddamn it era Alkaline Trio.
I think you need to re-listen to Crimson.
Yeah, dude.
Probably.
And Good Morning.
I
like
fucking
that shit.
love
That
Crimson.
shit holds up better than their early stuff.
I don't know,
Seriously?
self-titled. is
Honestly,
fucking-
yeah. They're
Self-titled.
all, dude. Honestly, and like, they're a weird band for me in that I do think that like typically when they reinvent themselves, it's a better version of the record before. Like they've continued to get better for me, and this album is no exception to that. Like I'm definitely going to go back and listen to this one
Nice, Max.
more than like their earlier stuff. Yeah,
Really?
for once, I actually really like it.
That's
yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah, I listened to it
and
a lot.
I fucking hate when bands like rewrite songs, but I don't know why. Like they do a good job of it. Like there's stuff where I'm like, yeah, I mean they have their same chord progression just like Blink-182 does,
yeah.
but like the grooves on this album, I think you said they got a new drummer.
Yeah, Adam Willard from Against Me is in there. But
He's doing a great job.
Sorry, Trio got a new drummer.
say that without yawning so we can use it.
Who did? Who got a new drummer?
Alkaline Trio got a new drummer.
Oh,
Ben,
man.
Derek Grant, who did the drums on every Trio album after Good Morning, exited the band for this record. And I feel like new
Weird.
dude brings a lot more energy. I really like it.
I think so too.
I wonder why you'd
Yeah.
quit when Matt got kicked out of Blink, wants to record a new record, and you're like, you know what, Matt, I'm done.
I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe it was like a mutual parting, like he wasn't able to do some of this stuff
Okay.
because it was right before they went into the studio.
Yeah, I could also be kind of like offended by that in itself. Like, oh, now you want to do Alkaline Trio again now that you're not in Blink-182.
I thought about that as soon
Yeah.
as I said it.
But what else is he doing?
I don't know the guy.
But yeah, Adam Willard is his name. He did really good on drums on this. I think you pointed
Yeah.
out a couple of the drum beats are a little similar, which I didn't catch on the first time, but
Yeah, you noticed that in the
What-
first
Yeah.
probably first half of the album. It's a bit of that like,
I think tracks 1 and 4 pretty much have the same drum beat. But
yeah,
I think I was just so enthusiastic to hear them kind of upbeat and like, I don't know, energized for the first time in a while.
I agree. I think overall it's like a net positive, even though it is one of my bugaboos when it's like similar like tempos and drum beats like back to back or like close together on an album. But man, the guitar work is so great though. Like
Yeah.
what a fucking riffer, you know? And I like that on the production side of things, they don't always cheat with like a bunch of rhythm guitars in the background. He usually just does some cool riff with like both guitars, you know,
Yeah.
panned left and right. And it's like a little more empty sounding than what it could be, but I like that because it's going to sound like that live.
Yeah.
You know?
It sounds like a 3-piece.
Right. It sounds like a 3-piece. Yeah, exactly. But still like powerful.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is just writing choices and stuff. But yeah, dude, I forgot how much I like this band. So this was like a really fun listen for me.
And I think I read they also kind of fell into the Blink-182 trap of recording satellite with everybody in different locations.
Oh no.
And so they made the decision on this record, we all need to be in the room together. And maybe that's part of it because, yeah, it sounds so much more cohesive than their last few for sure.
I didn't even listen to their last few, so that's another thing with
Yeah.
like to me it felt like just stepping back, like where I left off with them, sort of, which was really cool.
Yeah, I think I would put this like pretty significantly far ahead of Blink or Green Day's latest. Like this one,
I would too.
I can listen to the full album and not need to skip anything.
Same.
You like Crimson though, Max? That's awesome.
Yep, for sure.
There's so many haters.
I've only listened to it once, and it was probably colored by the experience of like one of my friends was a Trio super fan at the time, and they got like an advance copy, like it leaked before it even released properly, and we like listened to it for the first time with him in his van, and he just was so mad and didn't talk for like the whole time it played. And it was just felt like you were like going to a funeral with a friend or something. It was just like,
dude.
damn, this is just crushing his soul. This sucks. I hate this. So yeah, I probably need to give it another spin.
You should, dude. I think it's good.
I did not
That'd be a
enjoy it the
weird
first time.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it'd be hard to enjoy that alone.
Right.
You know.
It'd be like watching somebody who loves The Rock and going on set and watching him film Black Adam and just being like,
There you
oh,
go.
dude, your hero's just coming apart before your eyes.
Yeah, or being with them at WrestleMania.
Did you guys listen to any other new music we need to go through?
Chelsea Wolfe, dude,
Yeah.
album of the year.
Yeah?
So far.
Of
Oh
the
my gosh.
three you've listened to?
Yeah. But it feels like it could be a repeat of Scaring the Hose, where it comes out early in the year, and I'm
Wow.
like, wow, this is amazingly good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I love it. The production is insanely good. It feels like someone just, and maybe they're talented enough that they don't have to do this, but it would take me listening to those songs hundreds of times to like figure out how to implement all those like little production tricks in like a cool, not bad way.
Yeah.
Like if you just listen to her voice alone, there's so much shit going on with like distortion
Yeah.
and doubling and like, and then there's all the like synthesizers, and it's so like solidly electronic, which I didn't know that she really did that. I don't think she has really done that. I think that her other albums almost always incorporate like some folky sounds, and then obviously she did her Blood Moon thing with Converge, and there's still a bit of that on this album. Like she goes pretty heavy. I think it's the end of the first song where it feels like you're back in Blood Moon again, and it's like, damn,
Yeah.
she doesn't even need Converge. Like she's like knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I don't know who produced this. I meant to look that up, but like, god damn, it is just phenomenal. It incorporates like some cool like industrial and like goth stuff, but I feel like that stuff a lot of the time can have some pretty simple rhythms, and I wouldn't call this simple. I think there's a lot of cool like down tempo stuff, but it still feels kind of energized by the placement of like the kick and the snare and stuff. So dude, I'm just digging it so much. I've been listening to it like 2 or 3 times a day recently.
Nice. So is this your
yeah.
first solo outing?
With Chelsea Wolfe,
Yeah.
I listened to some of her other stuff after Blood Moon.
Okay.
I didn't know her before then.
Yeah.
But that got me interested. And yeah, like I've checked out several of her records, but this one's really doing it for me.
Yeah.
So
Like you said,
yeah.
the electronic evolution was really cool.
Dude, it's so
I didn't think
good.
it would blend so seamlessly with what she already does, but yeah, her voice, and it just comes off so like you said, kind of industrial and gothic and awesome. I love her voice too.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, I kind of understated how good her voice is. Like, her voice is really what makes the whole thing work. And, like, she does so much different stuff throughout the record, even though I think a lot of it is glued together by, the, like, industrial goth sensibilities. It's a very dark album, but, like, there's some weird breakbeat shit in the background and, like, drum and bass stuff, and it's very cool.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the Grammys at all?
Nah.
No.
Did you?
I did. My wife wanted to watch it. Otherwise, I probably would have skipped it. But yeah, I don't know.
How was it?
The Taylor stuff is just so overbearing at this point, man. I can't take it.
In what way? Like, she's just getting a ton of awards and stuff, and
I think she's won Album of the Year more than anyone in the Grammys history now. And all I heard was like this latest record wasn't even that good. And then when she goes up to win, she like just announces that she's putting out another record instead of like thanking anybody. So
get ready.
yeah, I got a new album in April. Complain about my old boyfriend.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just I also hate that like you can't say anything negative about her or you hate women, which
Yeah.
is just annoying as fuck. Like if Simone Biles was dating JPEG Mafia and they cut to him every time she was in the Olympics, people would be so fucking mad at JPEG Mafia, all right? They would be
Oh, yeah.
annoyed to death. I think I'm
Yeah.
allowed to be annoyed.
I was thinking recently about how like there was a time not too long ago when someone would tell me something about Taylor Swift and I'd be like, oh yeah, good for her. That sounds great.
Right.
And that has just changed so much this past year just because she's just been so in my face, you know?
Yeah. It's
Too much.
I don't think we've had anyone this like singular. We keep talking about the breakup of the monoculture, but the NFL and Taylor Swift are the two things that everybody consumes and they've converged.
They won.
Yeah.
They're winning.
I mean, I was trying to think of the last one. Was it Beyonce? Is that the last like massively famous musician that everybody loved?
I think it's still a bit different just because like Beyonce does tend to be more popular with like the black community, the gay community. Like,
Right.
I think Taylor crosses, or she's just more mainstream.
Yeah.
You know, just like a ton of white people listening to her. But yeah, and I don't know. There's still like people always trying to figure out like which one of them is like more important or better or something. I don't know, dude. Like the Grammys, the Taylor, Beyonce stuff. Like it's just I don't need art to be a sport. Like
Right. I don't know if you guys saw that from the Super Bowl, but Beyonce announced a new album in a really long, probably the most boring Super Bowl commercial with Verizon, but she announced a new record and she's going country. She's taking our country back.
What?
Oh really?
Yeah, country's a thing now.
Huh.
But yeah,
Okay.
she released 2 new country singles. They're good. I'm excited. I want to see it.
No.
Ben's shaking his
Interesting.
head. He doesn't want country.
No.
Why not?
From Beyonce?
Yeah.
No.
You got to leave it to Post Malone.
No, I don't even want Post Malone doing it.
Who is
Do
the
you
next?
want, do you want country
Who do you
people
want
doing
doing
rap,
that?
man? Or
They
R&B?
kind of already do. Have you heard modern country?
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
Exactly.
So,
The best country song of the last 10 years, Old Town Road.
no, that's not even fucking true, man. I mean, who's gonna be writing it for him, man? Like a couple jabronis who are like,
100 people, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, but
her-
like
her
how?
team
Just think
of
about that. Like that's what makes me not stoked. Like they're gonna have some weird. I guarantee you, it's not. I don't know. I just don't have high hopes for it. If it's good, that'd be cool. I'm not. I don't hope it's bad. I'm just not looking forward to it.
The singles are good. I like that. But yeah, it does seem weirdly competitive in that arena. And I guess, yeah, for that reason, Taylor obviously writes all her stuff, has working to re-record it because of people
Yeah.
owning her masters. Like, that's great. Respect you as a business person, but the marketing angle is just too much.
What do you mean?
Just
What
seeing her
marketing angle?
everywhere. It feels like she's
That's not her
constantly
fault.
promoting herself.
They're promoting her for free.
It's just the fact that you're inundated with it. Like she's at the Grammys, she's at the Golden Globes, she's at the NFL games, at the Super Bowl, she's got a concert movie out, she's Times Person of the Year. It's just inescapable, and that's what's annoying about it. But then if you look at like the stupid culture war aspect of it, I hate my allies anytime I criticize Taylor Swift because then the people criticizing her loudest are the people saying she's a CIA psyop and that the Super Bowl's scripted, and I hate all that shit so much. And now she's like in the AI conversation. There's AI Taylor Swift porn. Did you see that shut down Twitter for a day?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
That's a new cringy thing.
Yeah. AI will make like sexually suggestive pictures of clothed people or
But
anybody.
There's been bad like Photoshop celebrity stuff like that forever,
For
though, right?
years,
That's
yeah.
not anything new. It's just
Yeah.
better quality now.
If you were in high school, like trying to search up celebrities that never actually were naked, you'd find that
Hypothetically.
everywhere. Hypothetically,
Right. If. Well, that's the thing. Like, Taylor Swift has the pull to get Twitter shut down for a day if she gets a bunch of pictures made of her that she doesn't approve of. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, everyday citizens have a whole profile full of Instagram photos from the past 10 years that AI can generate these same images for,
Yeah.
and people have no course of action to try and get that taken down, which is another scary AI shit to look
Yeah.
forward to.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
Right. It happened in the punk community too. Are you guys familiar with Mannequin Pussy?
No.
Band out of Philly?
Yeah, I was reading about that.
Yeah, they are coming out with their new album. They just signed to a semi-major label, I think Epitaph.
Yeah.
And to promote their new single, they had a new music video dropped, and it was AI generated. Everybody shit on them like, you're taking jobs away from animators and designers, and just more of the same.
Yeah, I was reading about that, and apparently King Gizzard did the same thing, but like didn't get a whole lot of backlash for it.
Yeah.
And I realize they're not positioning themselves as much in like the DIY punk space.
Yeah.
Also, people were speculating, well, they did it like 2 years earlier before people were like really up in arms about AI.
Right.
But I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. It's like, people just chill out, dude. Like, Mannequin Pussy wasn't trying to like break the world.
Well, and like, you think there's really some guy whose career is to animate punk music videos? Like, whose job are you taking? Like,
For real.
essentially, this is just advanced technology that helps you do things quicker and easier and more cost effective. It's just a matter of how you use it. And
Yeah,
I
just
don't
use
think
it ethically.
right. All right. Do we want to do our recommendations?
Yes,
Watching,
let's do
listening
that.
to
We haven't done that in forever because we were doing we were
All
stuck
the
in the
lists.
tears for so long.
the tears. Who's starting? Ben?
Recommend the new Green Day
God damn it.
album.
Seriously.
Listen to it.
Where do you put it? Give me your Green Day power rankings.
Dookie. I'm not going to count the first two. I'm not going to count Kerplunk and the other album.
Okay. So major label.
Yeah. Dookie. I don't know, man. Dookie.
Deluxe Dookie.
Dude, Deluxe Dookie is good.
Dookie Anniversary.
No,
Dookie
it is
Demos.
the Dookie 30th year anniversary is fucking good. It's got like Basket Case as a demo. It's a completely different song, but we won't do that. All right, fuck Dookie. I'm gonna go by like what I go back and listen to the most probably,
Yeah.
because I think American Idiot's a more like iconic record. So Dookie, Insomniac, American Idiot, Nimrod, Morning.
Did you say morning or warning?
Morning. Saviors 21st.
Okay, so Saviors is 6.
6.
Did you even listen to the Uno Dos Tre trilogy?
Actually, not right off the bat, but I went back and listened to it. Trey was the best.
Yeah, that was what I thought too.
There's a couple songs that I'm like, this isn't bad.
Yeah, there's
know?
a couple.
And then Father of All was awful.
That's the worst, right?
It's definitely the worst. Shit, like I feel like I'm forgetting an album.
Revolution Radio,
Oh,
I think, is the only one you have.
Revolution Radio. It's bad too, man.
Yeah. There's a single or two I like on that one.
Was it the Still Breathing?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
That is good. It actually hit the radio
Yeah.
for a while. Like, not just, here's Green Day's new song. We'll stop playing this in like a month. It was like playing for weeks. Surprised.
Yeah. All right, Max, what's your go-to? What have you been listening to other than Chelsea Wolfe?
Yeah, well, I was going to recommend the new 10 Tricks Point
Oh, yeah.
Never, but then you pointed out that that's just a re-release of past work from his Good Times and Uncut Gem scores. It's
You
still
can
great.
do it,
like,
yeah. It doesn't have
it's
to be
still
brand
great
new.
like packaging of songs. It's just 5 songs. It's a quick listen. It'll brighten up your day. But no, I think instead I'll officially recommend What Happened Was, the album by Dram that came out last year. I don't know if he's still going by Big Baby Dram, but I love this guy. One of my friends turned me on to him back in the day. It's probably been a little bit. It was whenever that Broccoli song came out that he did with Lil Yachty. And I think that's like what most people know him from, but he's a pretty great like R&B singer with just kind of a rougher voice than what you would normally hear from R&B, you know, a little rough around the edges, and I love it. Like, I just think he's so soulful sounding. And he's done a lot of like kind of the lover boy, stinker boy type songs, you know, like chasing girls and stuff in the past. But this album seems a bit more like melancholy and reflective. He's singing songs about like mourning his mom and stuff. Different tone, but I think he like totally pulls it off, and it's a good use of his awesome voice. I would definitely recommend people check that out.
I'm just going to recommend The Curse again. The Curse is great. It's all about just manipulating perception and trying to meet somebody else's needs. It's incredible. Social media, gentrification, covers it all. It's great. Soundtrack's great. Get your Paramount Plus trial. It's worth it.
I curse you, Ryan.
Such a cherry tomato boy.
No. That's the only thing that was totally unnecessary in that show, dude. Like, what even are they doing?
For more, visit internetkilledthevideostore.com.